Hi everyone, welcome back to Dynamic Sport Adventures. Today we're going to show you how to make some bannock. Bannock is a bread substance that's been used for hundreds of years. Started in Scotland and the indigenous people of the Native Americans, and also the frontiersmen use it a lot. Bannock is a bread that can be made simply. Today I'm going to use some commercial products, which is basically flour and some double-acting baking soda, a little bit of salt, and we're going to show you how to make it over a fire using a stick instead of a pan. It's better made in a cast iron frying pan, but I'm trying to make this as primitive as can be. Bannock has been utilized for many years, traveling the back countries. It lasts for a long time. Been widely used to get the frontiersmen over these long journeys. Once it's made, it'll last and stay fresh. So we're going to try to make that today, and we're going to utilize it, wrapping it around a stick and baking it over a fire. So we're going to try to make a fire with flint and steel and a char cloth. I'm piecing together videos using the GoPro camera and using this camera. So you'll see that we took an edge of my knife and I gathered up some of the cedar dust off the side of the cedar bark on the cedar tree. You'll see the video clip of the twigs and stuff I gathered to make the fire. Here's my possibles bag, which is I always carry my flint and steel stuff in. Here's a piece of chert, some flint, one of the strikers, and another couple pieces of flint. In my little bag here I have another striker and some char cloth. So let's see if we can get a fire going with the flint and steel and a little bit of cedar dust, and then we'll start adding our twigs in. So again, there's a piece of char cloth. We showed you a video on how to make char cloth. There's plenty of them out there. Let's try that piece today. So here's our little tenderness of cedar dust. I scraped off the edge of the cedar tree with my knife. Flint and steel, piece of char cloth. Doesn't take much to get a piece of char cloth going. I don't know if they can see that. A couple sparks and that started going. Again, char cloth is very forgiving. Burns very slow and hot. It's hard to see sometimes, but you can kind of start seeing that. Place that right in the middle of my cedar dust. Try not to drop it. Press it in there. Gently start blowing on it. Use your small sticks first. Once I get this fire going, I'll cut the video. I'll go show you the preparation. I'll bring the bannock out, kind of already made, and I'll show you how to wrap around a stick. And then hopefully we can cook it. And we'll start showing you how to cook bannock out in the wilderness. Most of this I've done with just a knife. You can make flour and whatnot from scratch with some of the materials in the wilderness. Takes a little bit longer, obviously. Alright, you can see we got a good fire going. I'll cut the video right now and I'll go prepare the bannock, and then I'll be back. Stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back. So I mixed up the bannock, you can see it there. I have my carved spoon that I'm using, and I took a green maple branch, trim the bark off it, and all you want to do is start taking some of that bannock that you've mixed up and just start spiraling it around the stick. And that's what we're going to use to cook it with. The bannock is best made with a little bit of fat into a cast iron skillet, leaning on its side next to the fire. But what if you don't have a pan? Again, a lot of this stuff, the bannock I've made with commercial flour in that today, but there are wild edibles that we can make flour with. For instance, clover. We can dry out clover and pulverize it and make that into a flour. I use baking soda today. There's substitutes for that. So today I just want to show you guys a little bit how to do this utilizing a fire and just some of the more primitive tools, stick and carved spoon, and mix this stuff up with some snow melted just to kind of try to get it. So now you can see it's about an inch thick around the stick maybe. Trying to get some more on there. Hopefully you can see that. You can just spiral it around the stick, and you want to try to keep it about an inch thick. Smooth it out with the back of the spoon and spiral it, keep twisting it, and then you're going to want it golden brown. Try to utilize the coals in the fire, not the flames, so I got a kind of a smoky fire going. Alright, so let's try that, and again I'll cut the video, I'll start cooking it, and once it starts browning up a little bit we'll show you how the process is going. Stay tuned. So all I did now is I got it way up off the fire a little bit, and I got this stick here stuck in the snow and just above, so it's slow cooking. You can see how it's starting to turn brown. You can hear it too. Starting to get a little cooked inside. So we're going to let that bake a little bit more, and then we'll try out a few pieces. Alright guys, welcome back. You can see that it's browned up pretty good. You can hear that the bread's cooked. Again, all I did was wrap that around there. Obviously, if you had a skillet, again, they say this works best in a cast iron skillet, a little bit of fattening or oil in it. Leave your pan on the edge next to the coals, cooking slowly. But as you can see, that nice piece of bread come out really well, and it tastes delicious over top of the fire. So again, all you gotta do is break off those pieces of bread, peel that off, pack that into your pack, and you have bread for your hike and whatnot. Or if you're just sitting around a campfire some night, mix them up, have a little fun with it, try it in a skillet, try it this way. I can tell you from doing this, it cooks a lot better if you get the coals going and keep it held up off the coals for a while and just keep turning it. But this stuff does absolutely taste delicious. Thanks for watching how to cook bannock bread over top of the fire. Happy hiking. Get outdoors. Thanks for watching Dynamic Sport Adventures.